Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for our college football blitz preview show. In about 2.5 hours, the number 2 team in the country, Alabama, marches into Columbia to take on the South Carolina Gamecocks at Williams-Brice Stadium. You'll see that game right here on CBS beginning at 3:30 p.m. But for the next hour and a half, we're not only talking Gamecock football, we'll head to the upstate to talk Clemson football with WSPA Sports Director Pete Yannity. Taylor Hernandez is live at 44th in Maine and Myrtle Beach with the South Carolina Gamecock fans, and we'll look at Coastal Carolina's matchup as they take on Norfolk State. Of course, Gamecock fans have gathered this afternoon at Myrtle Beach's newest watering hole, 44th and King in Myrtle Beach, and that's where we find News 13's Taylor Hernandez. Taylor, how are things going there as we just passed the 2 o'clock hour?
Chris, some fans are starting to roll in here. Now you can see there are a lot of people behind me, and there are also people playing some Clemson and South Carolina cornhole to my right.
Just incredible. I mean, most of the time a torn ACL means you're out for a year, maybe even 18 months. How was he able to come back so quick, just 6 months to get back on that field again?
Credit to the athletic training staff at Clemson, and again, to a man, the folks we talked to this week all talked about Rodgers' diligence and how hard he worked and how hard he strived to get back this soon. You know, many Clemson fans know his dad is T. Martin, the former national championship winning Tennessee quarterback, and you would suppose those football bloodlines also have a lot to do with his work ethic.
Welcome back to the show. Freshman quarterback Ryan Hilinski is now the man in Columbia and will be counted on to lead the Gamecocks through the 2019 season. Certainly a tall task for the youngster, who is expected to watch Jake Bentley and learn from the veteran over the last couple months and next couple months going forward, but he's been thrust into action following the senior's foot injury. We now head back to Columbia, where we find Derek Kopp, who has more on Hilinski's journey off the field. Derek.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Now, as you said, after the season-ending injury that happened to Jake Bentley, the Gamecock faithful, they really didn't have any choice but to put their season in the hands of an 18-year-old. Now, yes, he was one of the top-rated recruits coming out of California. He got a lot of rave reviews in the offseason after joining in the spring, but he's mature beyond his years, and that's because of the adversity that he's had to face off the field with his helmet off.
For Ryan, playing football has taken on a new meaning. He's not just playing for himself, but for his big brother Tyler, who took his own life in January 2018.
I think there's a tremendous carryover from a standpoint of something very tragic happening in your family, and it being a very public situation. It makes you grow up very quickly. You know, it makes you handle criticism. It helps you handle negative people. It helps you handle kind of the day and age we live in nowadays in social media. And his family's been through just a tragic situation.
Tyler started at quarterback for Washington State, wearing number 3, the same number now worn by Ryan. And as they saw their youngest take the field last week, Mark and Kim Hilinski wanted to remind Ryan who would be watching.
I mean, my first thoughts went to Tyler, and I thought, his brother would be so proud and so happy to watch him play. We're always behind you, we're with you, and so is your big brother Tyler, and so are all the SC fans. Go out there and have a good game.
Have fun. Go out, ball out, have fun, play for your teammates, play for your team, play for your coaches. Give it all you got.
Tyler's memory will live on through Ryan's play in Columbia, and the Hilinskis will continue to raise awareness for mental health through their nonprofit, Hilinski's Hope, with their goal to provide hope for those that need it most.
So he's had a lot of things already happen in his life that you wouldn't wish on a lot of people, but so he's matured. I think he's ready for the moment. We'll see. I mean, he hasn't been put in this position, and obviously no disrespect to Charleston Southern, but this is Alabama. It's a little different game. So we need other players to step up around him. It can't just be Ryan Hilinski today that has to play well. Obviously, we need him to play well to win, but we have to have a lot of people play well.